When big storms hit our area, just about everyone starts thinking about floods. But what if there was a device that could stop the water from invading your home?
13 News Now anchor Vanessa Coria has a look at a new weapon you can add to your arsenal to keep your home dry.
This is called a FloodSax. It weighs about a pound in this state, but its creator says when floodwater threatens, this pad or bag can help you prepare for the worst and maybe even prevent it. Whether it's rainwater runoff, storm surge, or tidal flooding, when a storm comes, many parts of Hampton Roads end up underwater. It goes with the low-lying territory.
On our street, the water floods both ways to my house.
Jan Solock makes light of it in these photographs, but it's no laughing matter. As you can see, the water goes right up to and sometimes into her garage. But that's not all.
It comes out from underneath my house because that's the crawl space.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has tips for people who live in flood-prone areas. They say buy flood insurance, elevate your utilities, add openings to crawl spaces, and know your risk. There are online tools out there that can help you.
There are multiple resources that they can go and find. One is the FEMA MAP Service Center. There's also another web link called the Flood Risk Information System.
But an inventor in London believes his creation can also help in an emergency. It's a sandless sandbag.
And we know it will make a difference if people have the product in their own home and are able to administer, pre-flood.
They're called FloodSax and are lightweight cotton bags filled with a biodegradable polymer. When activated with fresh water, they can be used just like sandbags. Or they can be used dry to soak up household messes, like an overflowing bathtub, for example.
These are just simple things. You're never going to stop 3 foot, 6 foot of water. But if you've got nice possessions in your home, you need time to get it moved, and that's what the FloodSax does.
After a recent weather event here in Hampton Roads, we gave Jan a few to try out for herself in her water-soaked garage.
It sucked up the whole puddle, even the stuff that was going out the door. And they're very lightweight to begin with and not that heavy now. Having grown up on the Mississippi River and having some flooding from that, I know how heavy sandbags are when you've got to stack them.
Jan had success with the FloodSax for her purposes out in the garage. To learn more about them and possibly adding them to your arsenal in the battle against future floodwaters, simply head to my story on WVEC.com. There you'll also find a lot more information about flood insurance and flood preparation. For 13 News Now, I'm Vanessa Coria.